boy, have you guys made some improvements, some all throughout the shop. So I'm gonna share some of my favorite improvements. I look and watch every single one of them that comes into our WhatsApp feed. So thank you guys so much for sharing these improvements. I'm gonna point some of those out. First, here we are. We got our 2 bandsaws. This is my favorite improvement. We got Wendell who works here, and we got Caleb who works over there, and Jason and David Weeb and his team. I want to point out, look how clean this machine is. Super clean, super organized there. He's got his tools where he needs them. But here's the thing. I'm going to show you a clip of how he walks. He had to always walk around. If he had a piece of metal here, he would walk all the way around to get to this valve so that he could close it right over here. He would close it, and then he'd walk back around, and that would give him more power in his vise to clamp this down. Once he's got it clamped down, he would go back around and open it again and go back. So anyways, instead of this over here, we rerouted it with the help of the maintenance team. They came over here and they put it right over here. Look at that. That is super cool. Man, that's a great job, guys. Actually, Matt from Chick-fil-A, when he was over here visiting Lamar, he asked, do you know how to know when a person needs encouragement? And the answer, he said, was if he's breathing. And I've thought about that, and that's true. Like here at Lamar Trailers, I feel like I always need to be the person encouraging others and pouring into others. Just being vulnerable with you guys, I need that too. And so it's so encouraging to me when a team member on the shop floor comes up and says, hey, I really like what you guys are doing. Or when they just share a small story with me of, hey, since I started working here, this or that, right? That goes a long way. One of my love languages is words of affirmation. And even though I'm not great at receiving affirmations, it means way more to me than what I let on or what people see. So small word of encouragement can go a long way. So let's keep that in mind and encourage our team members and have that atmosphere or that place of work here at Lamar Trailers. Look how clean and organized our warehouse looks. They did a good job of sweeping. I saw the team use these carts a little bit more now, so they got some nice wheels on them. So I want to see more of that because forklifts are big and dangerous, and the more we can use these carts, the more we don't have to wait on a forklift when we need something moved. So great job using these carts to move stuff around. Quite a few changes have been made over here. You know, the jigs have all been brought in this area, which is where we use them. And I know they're working around making some more improvements. Hopefully we can get away from having our parts on the floor, on pallets and like this, where we can have them maybe on a cart, waist height, right? So these improvements, we want to focus on 2 things. 1, make your job easier. Okay, it's as simple as that. 2, make the process better. So that's what I want you guys to focus on. We don't necessarily need to track how much faster it is, how much better the quality is, how much safer it is. Those things are all important, but if we just focus on those 2 things, those other things are going to be a shadow of what's to come, right? So make your job easier and make the process better. There's the whiteboard where Albert and his team gets to have their morning meetings. So I was there last Friday, and Frank was leading the meeting, so he did a great job. Good job, Frank, for leading the meeting. You're doing great. Over here is Albert's space, and as usual, it is super clean and organized. Him and his team do a fantastic job. I'm gonna show the finishing department a little bit. Look at this floor. See the shine? I mean, we didn't even mop it. We just sweep it every day. Great job. Joshua, he did a great job cleaning around the blaster. It's because we do every morning, we do 3S'ing. We spend the first 10 to 15 minutes a day just cleaning up, having our morning meeting and then cleaning up. Wow. Huge improvement here. Axle guys, look at that. Very nicely organized and cleaned. Great job. Something we're working on is our new dump line. So this is our new dump finishing line. We're still figuring it out, but yeah, there's a lot of improvements to be made in this area as far as the work cells, where we put everything and how it's organized in a way that makes sense. Now it's just kind of scattered around, but they did a good job cleaning up at the end of the day. But this is still a big work in progress here in this area. So this is our new oven, and as you can see up there, we got a nice exhaust fan that's going to help take the heat out before it goes throughout the whole shop, because it's gonna get hot in here. Great job making oven startup and shut down Gemba dock standard on how to do it. I like that. We need to start seeing that everywhere. This is just one of the few places I've seen that throughout the shop, so every machine needs to have that. We also have areas of junk, but I approve of this area having a bunch of junk. This is our red tag area. That means when we sort, sweep, and standardize, anything that we don't use day to day and anything that's been there for a while or defects or, yeah, this comes from our maintenance department. As you can tell, at some point we bought too many of them or we don't use them anymore, so we bring them here. This is where we gather all of that junk, and to be honest, this is nothing compared to what most companies have or compared to what we used to have. And so from here, we sell it on eBay or auction or things like that. So great job, guys. If there's stuff in your areas that you don't need, like it's just laying around there, you're not even sure why it's there, or it's a tool that you don't use anymore, take it out. That's part of the sorting process. You only want to have the items that you use, the tools that you use regularly in your area. So that's our red tag area. I really like it. It's been a game changer. There's just so many improvements going on from all of y'all. I just want to say keep it up. Easter's coming up. Good Friday is tomorrow. I'm so grateful for what the Lord did for us and the grace that He's given us and the forgiveness that He offers. So I wish you guys a great time with family. Don't take the small things for granted. Enjoy your relationships, enjoy your family, and some time off. And we will see you here again Monday. Have a great weekend.